Hi guys, continuation about the previous program. So I am going to one more explaining that program. See, let's see. I am opening the car object and as well as the mountain bike as well as the main method. I am writing. We took the properties in the car object. Two properties we took in the car object. One is the gear and one more is the speed. And comes under the mountain bike property. We took the seat height. This is the only one property we took in the subclass, and this is the test method. Without creating any superclass object, we are accessing the superclass properties or methods. Have you seen? See, we took the like toString method, which is available in the this method is available in the superclass, and just we call the subclass toString method. See, bike dot toString method. The toString method goes to the here. This toString method without without calling the superclass toString method, but we are able to get the information what is the data is available in the superclass. So let's run the program. See, have you seen number of gears are 3, seat adjust is 25. So can we change? We are missing one more one call place. What we can say, uh, car speed. Car speed plus, if you give the speed, you will get three values. See, number of gears are 3, car speed 100, and the seat height is the 25. See, I am going to explain in the MS Word. Okay, just delete this previous one. Again, open the new one, MS Word. Uh, what we can say that I am going to take the one method. This is the class that I am going to write. Like in that I am going to take that I'm going to take one class called what we can say into gear, this property, and into speed, these two properties. And what is the method supplement? App apply, apply break, and this method, and speeder. One more we took called two step. These are the three methods we took in the car class, and comes in what we mountain bike class. So in that we took the seat height, and set height. We took the this, and again we took the two string method. You know the guys why we took the this two string method? Just print the message our convenient style, our convert like our, we can say, understandable style, understandable way. We can say that anything we need to understand the what we print the data. So we took these methods, like let's take the one arrow. This, what we can say, these are copy of, like what we can say, copy of car method, car method sign fields. Field means property. Copy of car method signed fields in Just see. See, logically these are existed in the mountain class. So this copy of all properties, like what we can say, we can say that where speed and these two proper like two properties and three methods which are available in this class as a copy of object in the and this comes under what we can say that these properties object of mountain by class. Uh, Guys, I think you are understanding what I'm going to explain. See, the issue is these are the original object. These are the original object available in this mountain class, and these are the copy of the car objects. These properties and methods are available in mountain class. This is I'm going to explain. So these copies every time if you extend any class, implement any interface, so we will get then a copy of values. So I'm going to and explain the type of inheritance. Like what we can say that we can go and explain how many types of available in inheritance, how many types of inheritance are available in Java, how many types of inheritance are available in Java, and that we can say that how many types of available in Java. What we can say that five types of inheritance are available in Java. First call is the single inheritance and multi-level inheritance. See, I'm going to write what are the types. Single single inheritance. So just increase the size, we will get a fully called out. And the two is the multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. And the third one is hierarchical. Hierarchical. Yes, yes, the hierarchical inheritance. TNC. Hierarchical inheritance. Just increase the size. So we will get them fully qualified name. Okay. Fourth one is multiple inheritance. MTI. Multiple inheritance. And the fifth one is hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. These five inheritance are available in Java. We are going to explain the each one. What is the single inheritance? See, I'm going to write the single inheritance here. Like, no need the. I'm going to write the single inheritance means. See, in single inheritance, subclass inherits the features of one superclass. Only one subclass inherits the features of one superclass. So we can say that just now we create an object of the like mountain bike and we extend our mountain bike. The class is car. So car class object is only one and mountain bike class also only one. So we can say that the example is single inheritance. Just now we covered the example. single inheritance. So, and I'm writing like, sorry, class A. This class A, and I'm going to write class B. So, these comes known as single inheritance. This is known as a single inheritance. See, one class extends another class. This is the single inheritance, and we can say that and explain multi-level inheritance. Next example, like what we can say that mm, again class A, and here I am taking class B, class C. So what is happening here? This car is class A, and this is the class B. The class A extends the, sorry, no. Every time we'll check, it will comes bottom to top. So the class C extend the class B, and then the class B extend the class A. This is called the multi-level hierarchy. This is called, oh sorry, delete. This is called the multi-level hierarchy. One class extend the another class, and the another class extend the another class. This is called multi-level hierarchy. So in that, what we can say that this is the base class, and this is the intermediate class, and intermediate class. This is the subclass. We can say that subclass or derived class, and we can say that base class or superclass. See, these are the like levels are available. We cover the two levels. First one is the single inheritance, and the second one is the multi-level inheritance. Uh, we can say that one more is the and hierarchical inheritance. So delete this all those things. So write what multi-level hierarchical. Sorry, hierarchical inheritance. We can say that class A and take class B and take class C, take class D. These are the, see, if you write program like what we can say like if you and write this, write this. See, this is called hierarchical inheritance. This is called hierarchical inheritance. One base class extends the feature. The base. See, we have a class here. We can say that in hierarchical, one class serves as a superclass. We can say that the class is the superclass for more than one subclass. The base class serves as a superclass more than one subclass here. So the example is that the class is available here. Like what we can say that this. This is the base class. This base class extends these three subclasses here, here, here. three subclasses are available and one base class is available. One base class extend three subclasses level. Like we can say that class A extend class A, class B extend class A, and class C extend class A, and class D extend class A. We can write this level, and we can this called hierarchical inheritance. I am going to explain one more class, multiple inheritance. So let's take our class A, class B. We can take class C. In in that we can say that let's first create a box. These three classes are available. This extend here, and this class also extend here. We can say that one class. We can say that in multiple inheritance, one class can have more than one superclasses. If the C class have what we can say the C class, this C class having more than one superclasses, this extending the class A and this extending class B also. So in Java, multiple inheritance not supported for classes because of this is the example. We can say that the class C extending class A and the class C extending class B also. So we cannot extend the more than one class in Java. That is not allowed for only classes. That is applicable for interfaces. We can extend the more than interfaces. More than one interface we can extend. But if you come to the class level, we cannot extend one class. More than one class we cannot extend. So this is the like one can say that multiple inheritance. You know multiple inheritance. So come to the one more one called the last one is hybrid inheritance. The hybrid inheritance means like we can say that here right class B, class C, class D, class A. See the diagram. C A, class B, class D, class C. This is called hybrid inheritance. Means this class extending class B and the class B extending class D and the class C also extending class D and the class A extending class C. See the class extending B as well as the C and the class D C extending D and B also extending D. So again it is the more problem. In Java, just now I discussed at multiple inheritance. The rule is applicable in hybrid inheritance also. It is a mix of two or more the above types of inheritance. We can say that it is the mix of see this A class extending B and the A class extending also C. And we can say since Java does not support the multiple inheritance, just now I discussed it, and this hybrid is only applicable through interfaces only. We cannot use as classes because these inheritance not applicable for the classes. Only it applicable for the classes because in interfaces we can extend more than one class. So the issue is the class A extending class B and class C. Again, same problem. These two classes are extending more than one class. Because of this issue, the in Java, multiple inheritance as well as hybrid inheritance not supported in class levels. It can support it through the interfaces. And and these are the inheritance features are inheritance these are like we can say five types of inheritance is available in Java. Okay, and I am going to explain with more details, like we can say that important facts about the inheritance in Java. So write one heading. uh, I'm going to write important facts. Important facts. The important fact is default superclasses. First thing, default superclasses. What is the default superclass in Java? I think number of people know that. But we can say that default superclass in Java is called object. We can say right an object. Object is the default superclass in Java. If you are not extending any class, by default it is extending internally whatever the class you are writing. The class extend the object class, and do the object class no any superclass. The object does not extend any class and it does not implement any classes. Every class has one and only one direct to superclass is called object. And we can say that in Java, if you talk about the class levels, only one superclass. A superclass can have any number of subclasses. You know, if you take the superclass as a class B, and we can extend class B, class C, class D, but the superclass only one, that is called class A. These ends one superclass can have any number of subclasses. This is an example. But a subclass can have only one superclass. You know the concept of, say, I am going to write, again I am going to write here, like class A, and this is the superclass. This is the superclass, and I am going to write one more class, class B, and I am going to write class C. I am going to write one more class as a class D. Okay, these are the subclasses. These three are the subclasses: class B, class C, class D. Yes, class A can extend these three classes. So we can, that's the reason a superclass can have any number of subclasses, but the subclass can have only one superclasses. The class B can extend only one class, that is called C or D or A. Because we write this the superclass as a A, so we can extend the superclass. So we cannot extend the class C as or class D. This is the very strict rule is available for classes in Java. And one more thing, inheriting the constructors. So a subclass inherits all the methods. Just to be covered. Like go to our there is a, yeah. When you create an mountain class object, just we see here, this is called the constructor. This is called the constructor. By default, these two are available. These two are available in subclass, but we are not Oh, write any property, like we can say that, like public int gear. We did not like provide any property in our subclass that is called the mountain bike, but is available in the mountain bike constructors. So these two properties which are coming from superclass. So why I am going to explain this: inheriting a constructor, a subclass inherits all the members which are available, all the members and fields. See, we can say that members means, we can say that, like these are the fields, these two are the fields, and members means these two are the methods. So if you write any method, like we can say that, where is our testament? uh, so here, if you write bike dot, what is the, we took the methods in car class, like what we took: seat height, not speed of 200. If you think that speed of method is available in the car object, where is the speed of this speed of method? The speed of method is not available in the mountain class. So we have only one method, seat height. But we are able to access the speed of method which is available in the super class. So what I am going to explain is inheriting a constructor. A subclass inherits all the members, that is fields, methods, and nested classes from its superclasses. Inherits, okay. And we can say that constructors are not members, so they are not inherited by subclasses. We can say that constructor not a members. Members means method. We can say that members are comes under the method. So constructor not a method. We can, if you want to just go through the previous video, what is the difference between constructors and methods? See, I am going to explain here. Comes to the superclass. So these are the method, and these are the constructor. Constructor has the name as the class name. Method name does not contain the class name. We can take any name, but if you take the class name as the constructor name, that is called constructor. Without taking the class name, we cannot take the constructor name. This is strict rule. So what we can say, that constructors are not members, so they are not inherited by subclasses. This is the example. But the constructor of the superclass can be invoked from the subclasses. So the issue is, the one more point is, but the constructor of the superclass can be invoked from the subclasses. I think you are understand. The superclass constructor can be invoked. Logically, it's available. Logically, it is available. What we can say that it is already contain these two properties which is came from the these two properties. This is called the constructor. This is called the constructor. Okay, this is known as the constructor of the superclass can be invoked. This is the superclass constructor. It is invoked in the subclasses. This is known as the subclasses. The private member inheritance. The third point is, uh, we covered where is our program, like we can took just now. I covered, um, say that super super class can only be one. I think this is is related to this. We have only superclass 1 and these three other subclasses. We can extend only one class. So I think you are aware of it. Okay, come to the inheriting constructors. Just now we covered, like, this more one more topic. What we can say, inheriting constructor. Chief inheriting constructor. Just now we covered in our eclipse. So superclass constructor can be invoked in subclass. And one more thing I am going to explain. The third concept is private member inheritance. Private member inheritance. Private member inheritance. In private member inheritance, a subclass does not inherit the private members of its parent class. So let's see our example. And however, if the superclass has public or protected methods like any method for accessing its private fields, this can be only used by the subclasses. Uh, we can say that here, if you put these properties as the private, no, I'm going to change one more one. Private int air speed and what we can call no string carbon. See, if you access these property in subclasses, you are not able to access in subclasses. Like if you call bike dot, see we are able to access the gear. What it? See, it's showing syntax error, variable declaration not complete. But see, but we directly we cannot access the values. Uh, Now what we can say that bike dot just check gear is the variable available and the seat height is available and speed available. But we are not aware of this car name. The three, these two are available from these two are coming from the car class, and this one is coming from the mountain bike. But again, we have a one more property which is available in the car name. We are unable to see this property name in our testament. So just check. We are wearing those three properties. So that is the reason we are unable to what we can say that a subclass does not inherit the private member. So this is called the private member. This is called the private member. We are unable to inherit the private member. However, we can get the private member details by using the setter getter. I will explain in the future what is the setter method in Java. So, and I am going to conclude the what is the type. And today we discussed about the types of inheritance and how many types of inheritance. What are the where we can use it. I think you are understanding what I am going to explain. And the conclusion is what all can be done in subclasses. What we can do in subclasses. In subclasses, we can inherit the members as is, replace them, hide them, or supplement them with the new members. I think you understand. Just in subclass, inherit the members which is coming from the superclass. Just replace them. Replace means rewrite them and hide them. We can write the private methods and we can write the supplement them with a new number. We can write replace, hide, whatever we can do it. The inherited fields can be used directly, just like any other field. I think you are understanding. Just we are using here directly. We are not importing. Like here, we are not importing car dot. We are not writing anything. Car dot clear. We are not writing directly. We are importing. This is called the directly we can import. This is available to superclass. And we can declare new fields in the subclass that are not in the superclass. See, just we write this method is not available in the superclass, but we can easily declare in subclasses. And we can write a new instance method in subclasses. We can write the new. This called comes under this one only, and we can overwrite anything. We can write the new static method in subclasses. We can write the new static method, like we can write same this, write the static. Sorry, this caps is on. We can write the two static methods. So why it's showing in just a static method? So we write for their object, so it's showing an error. But we can write a static method in subclasses. I'm explaining totally in subclasses. So and one more thing we can do, we can declare a new method in the subclass. They are not in the superclasses. Just now we covered DTC. Okay. And, okay. These are the inherited features available in Java. So just see our videos, previous videos. You will able to understand. You can see the step-by-step videos. Easily you are able to, what we can say, understand easily Java. So I'm going to stop.